that Apple's been.
And didn't I read that they were using Windows to do the demo?
Yeah, I don't think that was Gurman's report. I think you may be thinking of the Information's report, which was longer and more about the development
here's
of
the fourth part.
headset itself. You know, that headset, of course, is a precursor to glasses, so I'm not sure what that means about when we could see glasses. Those continue to be a huge technical leap for engineers because of the battery power that you would need and the sophistication in the lenses and the weight and all the other challenges that they're going to have to resolve in order to bring those to market.
So I guess the inevitable question is the golden age of Apple over?
I mean, if you're an investor or somebody on Wall Street, you think you're swimming in the golden age, right? So it all depends on who you pose the question to. Apple's a bit of an optical illusion, and the book speaks to that. I mean, you could talk to some people and they could...
Hi guys, so that was the interview, not the whole interview, but at least a small glitch of the interview that Jonathan Mosen from Mosen at Large podcast has done with the author from, the book, that he's written, about Apple, so yeah. And on that note, guys...
7h27. Vidéo shorts en direct. Mise en ligne en cours 2. Mise en ligne. Point de suspension. 20%. Minute restant 9. Hop, la tech talk.
On that note, guys.
Vidéo shorts en direct. Mise en ligne en cours 2. Mise en ligne. Point de suspension. 20%. Minute restant 9. Hop, la tech talk.
We're gonna...
Mercredi 1er juin. Enfoncez le bouton principal pour déverrouiller. Champ du code. Champ de texte sécurité. Modification en cours. 0 valeur saisie sur 6. YouTube. Live note démonstration.
We're gonna go to YouTube right now and
Live note démonstration.
we're gonna demonstrate the Braille note. But before that, I'll translate in French. Ouais, comme Apple, c'était une entrevue. C'était ça l'entrevue, c'était pas l'entrevue intégrale, mais c'était l'entrevue que Monsieur Jonathan Mosen, de Mosen at Large, son balado diffusion. C'est l'entrevue qu'a réalisé Jonathan Mosen avec l'auteur du livre qui parle de Apple, comme toutes les retombées économiques que Apple a eues, comme que ce soit positivement ou négativement, mais pourquoi qu'Apple est autant puissant aujourd'hui, comme c'est sûr qu'ils ont commencé en bas de l'échelle, comme tout le monde, mais après ça, ils ont tous les produits, ça c'est comme wow, ça s'est vendu comme du pain chaud, comme on dit. Puis, là aujourd'hui, on connaît Apple comme la grande puissance mondiale avec Google, avec
17h29. Vidéo shorts en direct. Mercredi 1er juin. Enfoncez le bouton principal.
Non, mais c'est sûr qu'avec Amazon, puis tout ça, puis là, ça
Champ de texte sécurisé. Utilisez touch d'éléments
avec l'Amazon Alexa ou tout ça, mais ça...
Paysage. Bouton principal à droite.
Mais c'est sûr qu'avec VoiceOver, surtout avec VoiceOver, comme ça a mis... Je pense que ça nous a mis en valeur, je pense, parce que les non-voyants surtout, là c'est là qu'Android ils ont inventé le TalkBack, puis tout ça, puis Voice Assistant avec Samsung, puis là Google Assistant, tout ça, avec Google.
Vidéo shorts en direct. Mise en ligne en cours 2. Mise en ligne. Point de suspension. Lecture automatique activée. Diffuser. Sous-titres. Autres. Vidéo précédente. Reculer de 10 secondes. Lire. Bouton.
Mais non, c'est tellement incroyable. Tu sais, c'est... Yeah, so it was like the ups and downs of Apple, because they didn't really had it so easy, because at the beginning, but now where they are today, it's like whoa, they're the kings right now. But if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have VoiceOver. If it wasn't for Apple, Android wouldn't have TalkBack, maybe. Yeah, that's right. If it wasn't for Apple, maybe smartphones wouldn't be smarter. Like in Samsung with the voice assistant, or a Google Assistant as well, or yeah. So it's unbelievable. So all right. So we're gonna go and listen to the Braille note demonstration. All right, tout le monde, sur ça, avant de s'en aller, before we leave, on va écouter la la démonstration du Braille Note. Puis,
Vidéo précédente. Reculer de 10 secondes. Bouton.
je vous promets que ça va être quelque chose. Yeah, I promise you guys it's going to be something right there. So listen to that.
Demonstrate our
Reculer de 10 secondes. Reculer de 10 secondes. Live note démonstration.
Hello, I'm Ramona Mandy and I work as a sales consultant for Humanware, who make adaptive technology for vision impaired people. Today, I'd like to demonstrate our brand new Braille Note Touch, which is the first Google certified Braille tablet. So this is the Braille Note Touch. It's Humanware's latest generation of note takers. We've been making Braille notes for many years, which are productivity devices allowing people to take notes, schedule appointments, etc. The difference between past versions and this one is that it's a Google certified Braille tablet. So it's a note taker, but it's based on an Android platform, which allows us to use Android apps as well as our own programs. It's a unit that allows me to do Braille entry with the Braille keys on top, and it has a Braille display so I can read the text that I'm producing or reading from other people. By doing a W, I can jump straight to the word processor.
Word processor. Keyword.
And you'll notice it has speech as well. I press enter because I want the word processor.
Keyword recovery file exists. Keyword do not process last session properly. Do you want to open the recovery file to save it or discard it?
It's given me a message telling me I forgot to close my other message properly, and there's a discard button. I'll just do D.
Discard button.
And enter.
Keyword menu.
Now I'm going to do C for create.
Create.
Enter.
Loading. Please wait 3 period.
And it allows me now to write, this is a test document, not very original.
Document. Top.
And I can read that in Braille. I can play it back with speech.
This is a test document.
And I can slow it down.
Fast. Normal. Slow. Very slow.
Whoops, I've slowed it down too
Very
much.
slow.
And so
Top.
it's
Slow.
it allows me to also use a headphone, etc. So I can write my document, my notes, my thesis, whatever I'm writing, and I can exit out of this document.
Alert exit keyword. Do you want to save your document?
Do I want to save it? Let's
No.
say N
Yes.
for no.
No button.
Enter.
Keyword menu.
Now what's remarkable
Create.
about this is in an environment where I have support from sighted people, I can lift up the screen and I've got a visual display on the tablet. So I can now work with sighted peers to collaborate with them. If I'm a student and I want the teacher to check my work, they can look in at the visual display to see what I've written. But I can also Braille directly on this screen. By touching the screen, I can get a
Open.
access to the document, access by touching the Braille only, by touching the screen, I'm sorry. And that means silent typing. It means it's very easy to use and it's a touch screen. So it's really easy to use just by putting your fingers on the glass and accessing
Files.
the document
SSP notes from the 22nd of July.
just like I would with the Braille keyboard. But I can also access Android applications, as I said. So I have full access to YouTube, the Google Play Store, Google Docs, all of those mainstream applications as well, just through the provided apps or the ones that I've downloaded through Wi-Fi connectivity. So it really allows me to be empowered as a student, but also integrated in a mainstream environment.
Viseur. Image. Arrêtez l'enregistrement vidéo. Bouton.